Hey guys, welcome back to the video. My name is Liam. I'm here with the company Yard Dogs. In this video, we're gonna show you how to skyrocket your close rate. Usually it's probably 30 or 40 or maybe 50%. We're gonna show you guys how to double your closing rate, bring it up to that 80 to 90% so you guys can close more deals, make more money for your company. Without further ado, let's get into the video. All right, guys, okay, so the first step, the most important step by far, is making sure that you have a system to collect people's information. So if they call in, if they submit an email, you need to have a CRM. I mentioned that in a past video. It's so damn important. That's gonna capture their email, that's gonna capture their phone number, that's gonna capture their street address, and their first and last name. You can't use Excel, you can't use a little like sticky note like this one right here, you can't use that. You need an actual CRM on a computer that's gonna store all the information so that you can capture it and then send out emails, send phone calls, or make calls later on. That's step number one, is storing the information. I'll give you guys an example here. So say, for example, if you guys get a call from a customer, this is an example of what you do not wanna do, okay? Hey, Mrs. Jones, yeah, pretty good, thank you, yep. So you want a quote for lawn mowing? Yep, no, it'll be about, it'll be $50. You don't want to go ahead? Okay. All right, what if we did 43? Still no? Okay, no worries, bye. Okay guys, so that right there is what you do not want to do. Right there, it's a call to my personal cell number, so it's gonna be very hard to capture her phone number, right? As soon as she calls in, it should be logged to your CRM. As you guys also saw right there, I didn't capture her email, I didn't get her street address, I didn't do any of that. So that's a big no, right? Like, she might want to buy in the future, she might find out that your company is actually the best, like later on or whatever, when she does like more quotes. So it's so valuable that you guys got to get the email, you guys got to get the first and last name, you got to get the street address, and of course you got to get the phone number. So step number one is making sure that you're capturing their information. Guys, okay, so as a comparison, here is an exact example of what you do want to do when taking a call from a customer. Let's see the video.
Good afternoon, this is Victor speaking with the lawn care company Yard Dogs. How can I help you?
Yeah, hey, good afternoon. Just quickly here, I just need some cheap cutting right now, and I need a price for just a lawn mow, just once a week, just for my property here in Citadel.
Yeah, no problem at all. Yeah, I just need your address to start, man, and we'd be happy to do that for you.
Well, can you give me a price here? I just want just a straight price.
Oh, okay, yeah, no worries at all. I can tell you a ballpark, it's going to be about $40 there, but it'll depend on your square footage, so I'll just do a quick verification there, and then you're good to go.
Yeah, okay, so yeah, address here is 210 Scepter Close.
Perfect. Alrighty, 210 Scepter Close, and who am I speaking with?
My name is Thomas.
Thomas, awesome. Well, pleasure to meet you, Thomas. Alrighty, so just measuring the square footage there, it would be $45 for a one-time cut and trim.
Okay, could you come today?
Unfortunately, no, we can't come today. We just gotta wait here. Schedule it between 3 to 10 business days at the best possible time for that cutting service. But unfortunately, we wouldn't be able to just get out there right now. But yeah, how long is the grass looking?
Yeah, no, pretty long. Okay, well, I do have to get going here, so let me think about that. I'll talk to my wife, and then I'll get back to you.
No worries. And hey, do you mind? I know you just mentioned that you're looking for it one time, but you know what? I'll tell you what, we have a few options where you can get it over the course of a few times per month, and you'll get a discounted rate for it. Do you mind if I just shoot you an email with some info on that?
Oh, yeah, actually, that'd be great. Then I can actually compare the quotes there. So, yeah, my email is thomasj at gmail.com.
Fantastic. I'll have an email right over to you, and the number that I'm calling you at, that'll be the number that can reach you in the future.
Yes, absolutely. Thank you so much.
Fantastic. You have a great rest of your day, Thomas. Email on the way, and bye for now.
All right, guys, so as you can see right there, number one, it's not going to a personal cell phone. He's got his whole headset on with full mic. It's logged directly into the CRM. So what that means is that as soon as I call in, their phone number and their profile pulls in direct information of their name, their phone number, their email. He's making sure that he's taking their email, he's getting their street address, he's getting their first and last name. So if the quote doesn't go ahead, if they say, hey, I gotta talk to my wife, I gotta talk to my husband, that he can at least follow up later on to see if they actually want to go ahead to follow up on that request. It's not just gone forever. So yeah, take note of that. Take note of what he's doing. That is how you want to take a call from when a customer or a potential customer calls in. Okay, so the second most important part right here is making sure that for every customer that calls in, if they don't book in, because let's face it, there's a lot of people that are fishing around for like the cheapest price. They're talking to their husband and wife. They're still kind of like on edge if they actually really think that they need it, right? So typically, like with us, I think we have about 50% of the customers either, they either book ahead, but the other half, they're always like gonna think about it, right? So we're missing out on that, on at least half the leads, and we want to close those half, right? So what we have right here is a follow-up system. Now this is embedded right here into our CRM, but it's the post quote. So what that means is that after the phone call, after we hang up and they're gonna talk to their wife, for example, this right here is gonna happen. So on day one, so one day after they initially contact us, we're gonna do another email plus another call. So we are gonna call them and we're gonna email them to see if they actually wanna go ahead. If they don't answer, then it goes on to day 3, right? And then right here we do email plus text. All right, so we email them once more, we text them. Day 5, we do another call. And then day 7, we do everything. We do email, call, plus text. Okay, so right here, this is a 7-day kind of stage, kind of like a sequence of email and call, email and text, call, email, call, and text. So if they don't book in that first day, they're gonna go through all of these stages or steps right here to make sure that we at least get a hold of them. If they don't answer on day 7, unfortunately, then they're closed and they're lost and they're not gonna book in for this year. But at least we worked our asses off to really make sure that we follow up, that we let nobody slip through the cracks, and making sure that they book in and they have the best chance of booking in once they retain a quote from us. So that right there is step 2. Okay guys, so the third and final step here is bringing everything together with automation, okay? So when we're in the spring rush, we have millions of calls, we have millions of customer service things going on. It's gonna be impossible to remember to do all these right here if we're just using a sticky note or a pen and paper or just our memory. So we need a process, we need a system. So we could use Google Calendar, you can use Outlook Calendar, you can set reminders on your phone, you can use softwares, which is probably the most recommended one right there, that's gonna automatically remind you to do all of these, right? So it'd be like getting like a notification, just like a text message, hey, remember to call Jonathan today for day 5 for the call, right? So it's bringing everything automatically. It's gonna really systematize your process and skyrocket that conversion rate up to that 70, 80, 90%. Obviously, we're not gonna be able to close 100% of people, but think of it this way. If you get 100 leads, this is why this whole thing is so important, right? So close rate might be one of the biggest KPIs in your company. If you're at a 50% close rate, and say if you get 100 leads, that means you're only gonna close 50 customers, okay? Right? If you have that 80 plus, we'll just call it 80 though, 80% close rate, that means you're closing, some markers are really not working that well, 80 customers, okay? Now if you do this over and over and you keep growing your company, you're gonna have, like right there, that's already 60% more customers just by increasing your conversion rate. You're gonna spend much less on your Google ads, on marketing, because you're so much more efficient with closing people, right? So instead of trying to double your leads, but if your close rate stays the same, you could have the same amount of leads, but if your close rate's way higher, like 80%, you're gonna spend a lot less on the marketing, a lot less on flyers, a lot less on Google ads. So it's really focused on the closing rate, bringing that up to as high as possible. I think aiming for 80% is what everyone should be going for in their lawn care business. So thank you guys once again so much for watching. I know I say this every time, but if you guys haven't subscribed yet, please do it now. We're having our big giveaway end of April on April 30th if we do reach 500 subscribers. So yeah, please help us out. If you guys have any new ideas, I always check the comments. I'll always reply. Just comment them below for any ideas. And once again, guys, thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate each and every one of you guys. And until now, until the next video, thank you so much.